What rule in your house would horrify other people? We had a rule in our house called blue light time. If the little blue lamp in the corner of the living room was turned on, no one, and I mean no one, was allowed to enter that room or speak to my stepdad. Not even the dogs were allowed in. We weren't even supposed to look in his direction. The light would go on maybe once or twice a week, sometimes more if work was being a bitch, as he'd say. The rule was introduced when I was about 8. My mom sat me and my younger brother down and said, "When the blue light is on, we respect Tim's space. He needs quiet to unwind." So we followed it. If we were watching TV and he came in and switched on that lamp, we'd scatter like cockroaches.
I thought everyone had something like that.
Some kids had dads who went to the garage to drink, others had man caves. We had the blue light. I once had a friend over who laughed when I told her, "You can't go in there, it's blue light time." She thought I was messing with her and barged in to ask if she could borrow a charger. Tim didn't yell, didn't move, just stood up, walked out of the room, and left the house. Came back 2 hours later drunk, slammed the door so hard it shook the windows. After that, my friend wasn't allowed over again. The weird part? The blue lamp didn't match anything else in the house. It just sat there glowing like some kind of warning signal. Even now, I still feel nervous around blue light bulbs. When I was in high school, I started putting pieces together. The nights when the lamp was on were always tense. Mom would be extra quiet. My brother and I would stick close to our rooms. Once, I forgot and asked him a question, something dumb like, "Did you move my charger?" He didn't hit me, but the way he stood up so slowly and looked at me like I'd personally ruined his life, I remember my stomach turning inside out. He said, "You don't interrupt blue light time," then walked away muttering. I asked my mom about it once. She sighed and said, "Tim's trying. It's what the therapist suggested. He's doing his best." That was her default line whenever I brought up his behavior. It wasn't until years later, after I moved out, that I found out what blue light time really was. Mom admitted it during a wine-fueled phone call. Apparently, before I was born, Tim had serious anger problems. Broke his first wife's arm. Nearly shook his toddler because she wouldn't stop crying. Court-ordered therapy followed, and one of the therapists told him to find a way to signal when he was on edge. Some people took walks. Some punched pillows. Tim turned on a lamp. So that little blue light wasn't a decompressing ritual. It was a warning system. An unspoken, "I want to hurt you, but I'm trying not to." Every time it glowed, it meant we were one stray word away from violence. It was the adult version of a growl. Now I live in my own place. No lamps like that here. But sometimes when I feel overwhelmed, I instinctively think I should get a blue bulb. Then I remind myself I don't want to become someone who needs to light up a room just to avoid becoming a monster.
But yeah,
That was our rule. Blue light time.